Let me just put a little title in here while you guys are notified that I'm here. I haven't done this for a while. This is my little Thursday mini coaching session. It won't take very long. I normally wrap it up within about 10 minutes. I've been flat out on Instagram this morning. I don't know what I've been doing with my scheduling, but it's all good fun. Right. If you watched my quick session yesterday on abundance, if you didn't, go and have a look in my IGTV and run through it. It's not very long. This is a bit of a carry on from that. You don't need to have seen it, but it does lead on from that same topic, because I realised as I was talking yesterday, that there's more that I could talk about, but things that you can do for yourself. So with mini coaching, I might ask you a couple of questions, but I'll ask you to write some things down. So grab yourself a piece of paper and a pen if you are near to one. Otherwise, you can always watch now and rewatch later and take a little bit more time over this so that you can get the most benefit from it. So yesterday I was talking about changing our mindset from one of lack and scarcity, which is what we've really been, it's everywhere, isn't it, for the last 18 months or so, what you can't do, where you can't go, who you can't see, what you mustn't do, a lot of regret about how life was and how it is now, fears about our health. I mean, the list goes on and on. And it's all it's all negative. It's all bringing us down, not letting us expand and feel good. It's putting us in a real place of lack and scarcity. So the opposite of that is plenty, having plenty, which is also known as abundance. And I'm a little bit wary about using that word because I know that some people think that's kind of crazy stuff. But basically, it's just changing your mindset to understand that there is plenty for everybody all the time, in every aspect of life. So, why is this a good thing? Taking your mindset from being generally quite negative, which is how our brain is wired up, if you can start to shift that more to the positive, it has definite health benefits. It improves your mental health, it boosts your immune system, it improves your digestion, it lowers your heart rate, it decreases stress, anxiety, it can help with depression. All this stuff that when you think about it, of course it makes sense. If you're thinking in a good, healthy, supportive way, your body knows it's being supported in a healthy, loving way. Therefore, you start to work more coherently with your body. You're not just lost in your head in a negative way. And all of this messaging filters downwards to your heart and your gut, and they message back. And most of your messages are coming from your heart and your gut, not from your brain. So if you start changing your mindset, you're really starting to get this lovely, nurturing process going in your body. And let's face it, we don't know how long we're here for on this planet. Make the most of it, yeah? Don't spend it dwelling on all the bad stuff. So, starting to help you focus more on abundance and bringing more of it into your life, because I'm a great believer that what you think about, you get more of. Think about it in the past. When you've been in a really bad place, which we all have been, let me guess, everything else went bad. And yet when you found yourself in a spell of good fortune and happiness and great stuff going on, I expect more stuff flowed in. This is the connection between our thoughts and the actions, and our thoughts and what actually comes into our life. Okay, so grab a piece of paper and a pen. Here are my tips for you. My first tip for you is to focus on what you have now. Another way of putting that is maybe gratitude, but we don't even have to take it that far. Just start focusing on what you do have now rather than what you don't have. So when you start doing that, start writing down what you do have. Don't start going down the, yeah, but I could have more of that, or if only I had this, or if only that happened. I don't want any of that. You are just focusing on what you do have now. That's it. Start to make a list of what you do have in your life, whether it be the love of your family and friends, the amount of food you can have in your house that you don't go short, the reliable car you have sitting on the driveway to get you to places, the gift of your health today. Even if your health isn't great, focus on what you do have Focus on the parts of your health that are good. Your home, what do you love about your home? Don't focus on the things that still need to be redecorated or the light that doesn't work, that's a bit iffy. Just focus on what you do have in your life, okay? Because you're starting to change that bias in your brain from negative to positive. The next thing, when you've done that, and obviously take a little bit of time over this, surround yourself with people that have an abundant mindset, because it rubs off on you. Think about the mood hoovers in your life, the people that you tolerate because you like them, the people that you know don't really support you, don't make you feel good. Really, those are the people you want to start trying to distance yourself from, and bring in the people that when you see them, you literally can't wait to see them. You literally have a buzz of fun go through your blood at the sight of them. You know it's going to be a good night. You know it's going to be a great conversation. You know that you can sit down, have a coffee with them and talk about each other's lives and do it in an enthusiastic, supportive way. These are the people you need in your life, not the ones that you only tell them so much. You kind of keep yourself to yourself because you don't know what they're going to think of you. No, they're not abundant. They're coming from lack and scarcity. Bring in the people that make you feel good, bring in the fun and happiness and the joy, and help you realise that there is so much possibility for you in your life. Yeah, that's all you want. Because when you surround yourself with people like that, they are rubbing off on you and you want more of it. And when you hang around with them and you're doing the same thing, you know, you're feeding off each other, and this stuff grows bigger, better communities. There are loads of studies out there about the importance of community and supportive, loving connections. If you haven't looked at those, just think about the last 18 months and the fact that domestic abuse, child abuse, divorce rates, other violent crimes have skyrocketed. Mental health is now at I would say a pandemic level. Because we have been disconnected from people. We need people, but we need good people. Surround yourself with people that have an abundant mindset. That's number 2. So as an exercise, just sit down quietly with a cup of tea and start to be honest with yourself about who is in your life that supports you and who is not. Just having that awareness will help you start to naturally put a little bit of distance between you and those that aren't the best news for you, okay? I'm not telling you to fall out with people, and I'm not telling you to refuse to speak to them again. I'm just asking you to be mindful of people that support you and don't. Next, set yourself small goals, because that gives you a winning feeling. I've just been talking about this with Emma at Rebalancing You. So go and check out our chat, because we're talking about prioritising ourselves with our health. Don't start setting yourself massive goals. So when you start to get into this mindset of possibility and abundance and that there is plenty and I can have more and it's okay and it's not selfish, think about what one inspired action you could take this week to get you a little bit closer to what you would like in life. Make it small, make it achievable. If you make it too much of a grand gesture, it's likely that you won't succeed. You're putting yourself back in a place where you might feel like you're failing. And that's just going to start to perpetuate the negative mindset and the lack and the scarcity. Find simple, fun, creative steps to get you to where you want to be in life. I don't know what this might be, whether it's about your health, your work, a promotion, a pay rise, if you're running your own business, getting your biggest month yet, making new friends, networking. Your life is your life. Think about an area that you would like to make some improvements on, and write that down, but then start to write down some small achievable steps to start to get you there. It doesn't matter if they're not in order, just brainstorm. Then you can start to look at, what can I do first that I know I can achieve, because it starts to give you that winning feeling. And when you felt that winning feeling once, you're going to want to feel it again. And when you felt it 2 or 3 times, you're literally feeling that you can do anything. And that's how you start to create that abundance mindset. Last one, my favourite, and I've spent years developing this, and you can start this within hours and minutes if you wanted to, but being in a state of gratitude in your life, I can't really stress how vitally important that is. And it's not some kind of crazy stuff, there is the science behind it. When you start to appreciate what you do have, and you're thankful for that and you are grateful for that, you start to change your neural pathways. and you naturally start to look for more good things in your life. When you do that, possibilities are endless. You stop dwelling on what is not great about life and your health, and you start to focus on what is, and it starts to keep this cycle going. There are many, many books on this topic, documentaries, movies, speakers, coaches. This isn't just some made up thing, but you don't have to be spending money to start to be grateful. Just think about 3 things you're grateful for today, and you've already started your practice. And I love this quote from Oprah Winfrey. If you look at what you have in life, you'll always have more. If you look at what you don't have in life, there will never be enough. Your life is what you create. Your life is a manifestation of your thoughts and your beliefs. Following these little exercises in the next week or 2 could help to start to make some really big shifts within you. These small things are where the big things happen. And I feel really passionate about this topic. I've used it over the last few years, and it has helped me completely turn my health around from a place where a lot of medical professionals would have said it is not possible to be where I am today. Okay, I've completely changed my career. I've retrained. If you'd have said to me 10 years ago that I was doing the work that I'm doing now and seeing the results in other people that I'm seeing and making connections like I am with people across the world in the healthcare area and the therapy world, I wouldn't have believed you. But all of this started with just focusing on what is good and what is possible rather than what is bad and what couldn't possibly happen. So I'll leave that with you. And the clock is saying 12:12, and I do like those matching numbers. If you have any questions when you follow these exercises, get in touch with me. That's what I'm here for. This is what I'm sitting here for, is to support you. Find me, DM me, give me your results, tell me what you're going to start doing in the next 2 weeks. I can't wait to hear how you're getting on, and I'll see you again soon.